we find ourselves in the same price range that we were about a week ago. What's going on, everybody? Happy weekend. The reality is that if you cannot stand this crypto correction, you shouldn't be in crypto. Something I said on Twitter yesterday, I got some pushback, but there's some truth right there. I know it's difficult to swallow, but there's a lot of people, man, that they see this and they already are saying the worst. But the thing is, when you see stuff through someone who understands macro, you want the bleed to continue because if BlackRock and El Salvador and everyone who is a millionaire already is buying cheap Bitcoin, then why shouldn't we? Once it's gonna do the reversal and it's gonna start pumping to the moon, everyone is gonna be, yes, they're gonna be the loudest. But you by now, by then, will be very well set because you bought the dip. Let me tell you what is going on, everybody. The latest updates, obviously, what a week. $43,000 right here is 7 days ago. $43,000 is 7 days later. But in that week, obviously, we had everything fake news, delayed basically, or a hack. Then we have the approval. Then we have the listing. And then we have the crash. $49,000 as the top, $41,000 as the bottom. And now we'll find ourselves in 43. Question: are we going lower? Because it seems that we are. Answer: there's a chance. I think at this point, it's all gonna be released this weekend as Sunday. It's typically the day where I see the most blood, and that has happened all the time. Sundays is where you see the blood come in and there's a lot of rejection or a lot of volatility. Look at this. This is Sunday as we see some 43 lows, but then immediately the next day, which was prior to the approval, $47,000. Like people priced in the notice of approval for the Bitcoin ETF. We got a lot of different sell-offs, and the answer is, well, guys, having cash in hand always helps. Me and other people, no, are looking into the 40,000, the 38,000 as some of the lows that we need to break first to even consider going lower. Bitcoin, on the other hand, it's been, let me tell you guys what in the world is going on. On the other hand, do you think they're panicking? Especially now that Bitcoin is not no longer almost 50. BlackRock now owns almost $12,000 12,000 Bitcoin, which is worth almost $500 million. And every time Bitcoin grows, that amount is gonna grow. So when Bitcoin 2x's to $80,000, having 12,000 Bitcoin will be $1 billion. Just like that, everybody. They're not adding more Bitcoin, they're just letting the passive income come into them. We also have this news that I think it shocked some people, and they're leaving, of course. 7.7 trillion asset manager removes Bitcoin ETFs and futures. Futures, I mean, they're like, no, goodbye. And boycott Vanguard happened. I may find that hashtag or no, I'm not finding that hashtag, but it was real, guys. And we have this BlackRock ETF record with the SEC after spot Bitcoin ETF approval is 576-1. So that is, what identifies BlackRock. And we were at extreme greed just yesterday. And I'm not surprised we're back to greed because, come on, I mean, the price really had a nice check down, 5.5%. 1.67 trillion. So there's a lot of different tokens, not only Bitcoin, but other different tokens that sold off really nice. Now here, so back to the same idea. Having positions to be able to accumulate at these levels before finally breakout, I've been buying altcoins. I buy more altcoins than Bitcoin because I know altcoins are gonna get me out of the 9 to 5. Bitcoin, on the other hand, I need to buy one, and even one is not gonna get me out of the 9 to 5. So understanding what is best for your for your life is the first step into financial freedom. Let's continue. Don't go anywhere. Go ahead and smash the like button, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells. Take a look at the links down below, everybody. And thanks so much for supporting the channel because we do this. We come here with different updates and ideas and, things in mind. Because overall, best way to analyze how the markets are doing is by looking at this is the best way to analyze. And if you, like me, see this a positive trend, then you're good to go. You're in the good side. You're in the good side of history here. And what I mean with that is like you're not over panicking, right? You just know that corrections come and go. But we've had so many green weeks for Bitcoin. If we start having one, two, or three red ones, just means that we have more opportunities to dollar cost average before it continues ripping. Because I don't have any doubt that Bitcoin $50,000 is gonna come in 2024. It's gonna come, and once it does, do you think about this for a second? Do you think BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, magazines, news outlets, because now Wall Street has entered the chat. Do you think they're going to be quiet? Do you really believe they're going to be quiet? They're not going to be quiet. They're going to be plastering news and updates on how much money they're making and the fees. And that's going to bring more people and more people. So they're now doing free marketing for crypto industry. So as we see 43 once again, which if it bleeds out more, awesome. Obviously, for the short term, people are going to be calling us everything, which they're already starting calling me everything. That's why I'm like, you know what? Let's be just cutting edge right now. If you can stand this, shouldn't be crypto. Obviously, obviously. I mean, kind of felt the need to say something like that. People understand. On the other hand, guys, we could have something like this that we had in summer 2023. But then what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks to finally get up once again. Now, this is like a consolidation that started in December at 44,000, and we seem not to be breaking this level. But obviously, we kind of wanted to because of the approval. It's not a bad idea to have some type of retracement and then after that, continue. That is the update. That's what you should be looking at. Add this to your repertoire of knowledge. And thank you so much for watching and coming to the channel. You've been updated. Have an amazing weekend. Peace.